All right, let's continue to chapter 12 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, if you've been following this. So 12, MREA, the lead gen model. The MREA lead gen model is chapter 12, right? So model 2, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent lead generation model, right? That's what we're going to talk about today. MREA lead gen model. So the Mega Real Estate Agent lead gen model. My name is Dave. I've been in business for going on 11 years now. Our first year we did 1 deal, then we did 4 deals, real estate deals total, my brother and I both. Then we did 11 deals, then 18, and then we tried to build a team. That didn't work. We tried to do all kinds of stuff, and now last year in 2020 we did 80 deals, right? So we did 80 deals, and here I am growing a millionaire real estate agent team. And if you think about that, it's pretty awesome. Let's get into it. I know there's realtors out there that basically come into the business, they look great, everything works out for them perfectly. They're closing a lot of deals. They're getting a lot of business. They're getting a lot of referrals. And you're like, whoa, what's going on? Why is the business so easy for them? And I just want to say that I'm an agent that, for me, it just wasn't easy. It never came easy. Always had to work for it. However, last year we did 80 deals, and now it's getting to be easier, right? We're building a team. We did a bunch of units. Things are looking up. Let's get into it. The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. My goal is to have $1 million GCI in real estate. Last year we did $750K. My name's Dave, and let me just tell you something. I'm going to be upfront with you about everything regarding my real estate journey. Our business is continuously growing and improving and getting better. However, there's still work to be done, and I started off the business prospecting, which is something that everybody tells you to do. It is not something that everybody does, but it is something that everybody says. Me being naive, I suppose, I did what everybody said, and I ended up building a pretty successful career, much more successful than most agents who are second or third generation, or who had the business handed to them, or who had the business very easily generated some weird way. All right, let's get into it. Let's face facts. To achieve big real estate sales, you will need a lot of leads. To be a millionaire real estate agent, you will need enough leads to drive your millionaire economic model. It's that simple. If you follow the economic model of the millionaire real estate agent, your annual lead generation goals are quite clear. Lead generate in order to net 160 listings, okay, which will in turn lead to 160 buyer sales. It is anticipated that you will have to go on about 308 seller listing appointments, 25.7 a month, and about 306 buyer listing appointments, 58 every month, in order to achieve your 160 seller listings sold and 160 buyers sold. Let me just tell you something, just so we're all clear, right? Just so we start being honest a little bit. Any real estate agent who does 60 deals or more has people in place, even if they're the only licensed person. So when you're talking about the millionaire real estate agent, right? Chapter 12, lead generation model. This is lead generation on a massive scale, right? So first you prospect, you build your business, and now you got marketing dollars, and now you have other agents, and you're trying to get those agents productive, and you have systems, and hopefully at this point, long before this point, you have an assistant, right? So marketing based now, and we're prospecting enhanced. This is big, right? This is big systems. To generate this level of numbers, you will need to follow a highly leveraged lead generation plan that is marketing based and prospecting enhanced. So your agents have to know how to convert, right? The reason we keep saying marketing based is because marketing is a leveraged activity. To be able to generate the number of leads you will need, prospecting just won't be enough. Now, unless you're prospecting on a massive level, at some point I hope you have been doing what I told you in the previous chapters, and then you put some money away so you can have marketing dollars. And that's where your business starts to change a little bit, okay? Let's see what this guy that does 135 million says. I mail to my database of 7,000 every month, and I try to make 100 past client calls a day. I also do my own PR. I give the newspapers stories, and then they call me. That's pretty cool. So here's some ratios, right? So you have here, right? Let me see what you have. People you met and people you haven't met. People you met, you put them on an 8x8 touch. The 8x8, you send them cards. 33 touch. And the ratio should be 12 to 2. For each 12 people marketed to aggressively, you should be able to get 2 deals per se, or 2 opportunities for you to close. And to people you haven't met, 12 direct, these are mailings, right? 12 direct mailings, and the ratio is 50 to 1. I think that's the reason why some top agents don't talk about mailings, because it might actually work. So I just think that's good, something good for us to consider, right? At those conversion rates, the millionaire real estate agent will need either 1,920 people in his Met database, option 1, or 16,000 in his haven't met database, option 2, or some combination thereof, to reach the annual goal of 320 sales. So in our marketplace, probably in most marketplaces, 320 sales may get you $1 million in GCI net after expenses, right? However, I think that you can also do higher price points. You can also you could do all kinds of different things. If you want to go the overkill route, which we encourage, you could also set out to put 1,920 people in your Met database and 16,000 people in your haven't met database. Now that is really aiming high. So let's talk about the 4 laws of lead generation. Build a database, feed it every day, communicate with it systematically, and service all the leads that come your way, right? You have to take care of people. So big goal, 1,920 people met and 16,000 people haven't met. If you think about DNA Realty Group, I know our numbers very well, and right now we're probably at about, I would say, 1,000 met, and we're probably at about 7,000 haven't met, right? So I gotta double my numbers easily. So if you think about that, our business generated 750,000 in commissions, and to generate $1 million in commissions as a business, you would technically have to generate 2.4 million, which means 700,000 goes towards expenses, 700,000 goes towards staff, and then you are left with $1 million net, right? And that's what the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book tries to get you to do, which at that point, obviously you have a business, you have different opportunities, and your business is much, much bigger. Now, I know there are some people that achieve it, but make no mistake about it. Out of all these different markets and different agents and different teams, there's not that many of them that do $1 million business, right? So don't feel bad if you haven't achieved it yet. Just keep working on it. Focus on listings, and you got to make sure. Here's a recommendation that they suggest. We will make the recommendation that lead generation cost should be about 10% of your gross income. So if your 396 touches to a database of 1,920 costs you only 63,000, that will add up to only 2.6%, right? So these are part of your expenses. The 12 direct program to 16,000 people will cost approximately 192,000, which is the other 8%. The hardest thing for me has been in my personal growth process, you know, as a single parent and as like not having anybody else to rely on while building the business, right, has been the fact that you have to, if you think about big business, they have expenses. And as a real estate agent starting out new, you really don't have a lot of expenses. And as your business grows, your expenses start to accumulate, right? However, if you don't treat it right, you may overexpense, right, and spend all your money and just end up broke. I've seen that happen to agents also, and it makes me feel like very uneasy, you know, because that's the thing about real estate. You could win big, but you can also lose big, right? It's not just a regular job, right? There's a lot riding on the line here. However, if you can do it and you have the desire, then let's keep going, right? 3 things the millionaire, you should really focus also on converting seller leads into appointments, right? So what I want you to focus on chapter 12, the MREA lead generation model, is 16,000 non-Mets, name, email, phone number, right? And 2,000 Mets. These numbers are based on statistics, and I think that you could probably do it. It'll take some time, but if done right and done aggressive, hopefully you can figure this out in about 3 to 7 years, and best of luck. That's MREA, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, Chapter 12, the MREA Lead Gen Model. My name is Dave. If you want to help us achieve our goals, I'm teaching these classes for free on YouTube. However, my time now, happily, is $307 an hour, and it's only going up, so things are looking good. If you want to book me to come out and train in your market center or in your office, just accommodate my time, stay, and lunch. My name's Dave. You gotta basically continue, and depends on where you are. Get the book, get the one with the tabs. I'll talk to you soon.